Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Legendary here, and today people I'm excited because I'm going to be reviewing the new cards that came out from the Lightning Overdrive booster box that's going to come out next year in Japan, which includes new cards for Yuma and Astral and their ZEXAL form. Basically just new Utopia support, or new Hope support as I like to call it. But yeah, I'm super excited for these cards. I can't wait to get into it, so let's just hop right into it. Alright, so first up, we have ZEXAL Weapon Pegasus Twin Saber. So, this is a light beast type level 5 monster with 1000 attack and 2100 defense. You can only control one of these cards on the field. If your opponent's life points are at least 2000 higher than yours, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target one Utopia monster you control, equip this card you control to it as an equipped spell that gives it 1000 attack. Once per turn, while this card is equipped to a monster, you can negate any monster effect activated on your opponent's side of the field. Alright, so finally we have a brand new ZEXAL weapon right here, which is really awesome. Just to say, first of all, I'm super excited for all of these cards. I was so stunned when I saw these cards. I was on Facebook and it just popped up there. All these new cards, my jaw dropped. I honestly couldn't believe what I saw. I was so hyped up, so excited that there's new ZEXAL weapons and there's going to be new ZEXAL servers and new ZEXAL support and all this stuff, and I was just so excited because I love Utopia, I love Hope so much, I love the ZEXAL weapons, and I love the story of ZEXAL. So like, I was just shocked when I saw this. I didn't expect, I didn't see it coming, but I'm so happy. Like I've been wanting them to create specific support for Hope, and you're gonna see that in the next few cards, how it supports specifically Hope or Utopia itself. But this is the first card, so this card is obviously really good because you know, it equips Utopia, gives 1000 attack, and it negates any monster effect activated on your opponent's side of the field, so it kind of negates all monster effects essentially, which is really powerful. The only downside with this card is a level 5 monster, which sucks, which wouldn't be that bad, but also it has to be on the field in order for you to equip it. It's not like Lightning Blade and Tornado Bringer where you could just equip it from the hand or field. It has to be from the field only, which does suck. I mean, they gave it a requirement where you could special summon it from the hand if your life points are at least 2000 points lower than your opponent's, basically. So kind of if you're in the losing position. But you know, it's all right, obviously. But we do have exchange change tactics, which allows you to pay 500 every time you summon a Utopia to draw a card. So you could get to life points pretty low, you know, and stuff like that. But this card could have been better. I get why, because the second effect where it negates monster effects, it's so powerful, and it's for any monster effect on the opponent's field. It doesn't specify, so I guess for that powerful effect they wanted to be careful, but I still think it could have been from the hand. But whatever, it is what it is. It's still a very cool card, and I'm definitely going to be using it in my ZEXAL Hope Turbo deck or whatever. Anyway, we're moving on to the next support. The next card is called ZEXAL Servers Ascend Sage. This is a light warrior type level 4, 900 attack, 300 defense. I love the fact that it's a light, and I love the fact that it's a level 4, which is great because obviously Yuma needs level 4s in order to go to Utopia, so it makes sense. If you control no cards, you can special summon this card from your hand. A Utopia Xyz monster that was summoned using this card on the field as material gains the following effect. You can only use the preceding effect of ZEXAL Server Ascend Sage once per turn. If Xyz summoned, you could add one rank up magic normal spell card from your deck to your hand. Whew, that is amazing. Okay, so not only is this a really great card because you could just special summon it while you control a monster, so you didn't even use your normal summon for this. You could just special summon it when you control nothing, and then on top of that, if you do use it to summon Utopia, which you are obviously, they finally give it an effect. If it's Xyz summoned, you could add one rank up magic normal spell card from your deck to your hand, which is great. So it instantly searches your rank up. Basically it searches out Limited Barriers Force, Numeron Force, and Astral Force. I know there's other rank up magics out there that are normal spell cards too, but I'm talking about Yuma's rank up magics. Also, Yuma got another rank up magic in this set that we'll talk about later in this video. But yeah, so this is super hype because it searches out your rank ups, which is great because Yuma didn't have any search for his rank up magics, and that made it very difficult in the deck sometimes. Yuma's deck does lack some level of search to search some of the more powerful cards, so this card literally fixes that issue with Yuma's deck because it searches out a rank up magic normal spell instantly. So you could get your Numeron Force, you could get your Astral Force or your Limited Barriers Force, whatever. You could just add that to your hand, which is fantastic. So it instantly allows you to summon Hope, and then you just rank up right away, which is great. So great. But yeah, this is an amazing first start. Let's get to the next one. And I'm also very excited that they're making other ZEXAL servers. There's one other ZEXAL server monster that they haven't made yet. That's from the anime. Hopefully they do make that in this set or in another set, and they just fix up the effect. But I'm happy that they went back to the ZEXAL servers thing, because, you know, that's kind of like an underrated one. We get a lot of ZEXAL weapons, but not enough ZEXAL servers. So I'm glad they're making more ZEXAL servers and making them monsters that have effects to summon Utopia faster, and also give him additional effects, you know, to search very key cards in the deck. So I'm just really happy they're actually focusing on ZEXAL servers and ZEXAL weapons. Alright, so next up, speaking of ZEXAL servers, we have ZEXAL servers Arms Sage. This is a light warrior type monster, level 4, 300 attack, 900 defense. If you control exactly one level 4 monster except this card and no other monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Already amazing, because the other one special summons itself onto the field, and then you can special summon this card from your hand. So you still haven't even used your normal summon. And then a Utopia Xyz monster that was summoned using this card as material gains the following effect. If Xyz summoned, you can add one ZEXAL weapon monster from your deck to your hand. So that's incredible. I mean, that's great. You basically could search Tornado Bringer, you could search Lightning Blade, you could search Ultimate Shield. That one's not that great anyway, but you could search out all the good ones. You could search Phoenix Bow, whatever you want, it doesn't matter, including the new Twin Pegasus and whatnot. So this is fantastic, because finally we have a searcher for the ZEXAL weapon. Yes, there's Leo Arms that does search, but you gotta like Xyz summon a rank 5 in order to go into that and search one. But this is an easy way. You summon Hope, you search out your rank up magic with the other one, and then you search out a ZEXAL weapon directly from your deck with this one. So it instantly sets everything up for you. Both of these cards work so perfectly together, and they search out the rank up, they search out the ZEXAL weapon, and set up your plays, which is fantastic. It gives Yuma's deck so much power, so much speed, so much consistency with just these two cards alone. So these two new ZEXAL server monsters are just amazing. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. These cards are amazing. I don't see any issues with them. They are just fantastic. Alright, moving on, we're going to review one of the new trap cards. There's only one new trap card that came out, and it's called ZEXAL Alliance, and then I'll get into the spell cards. So this is a normal trap. If a face-up Xyz monster or monsters you control is destroyed by battle or by an opponent's card effect, pay life points so that you only have 10 left. Special summon one Utopia monster from your graveyard, and if you do, place one card from your deck on the top of your deck. So basically it just adds a card from your deck to the top of your deck. Okay, so it's almost like a search. The special summon monster's attack becomes doubled. It cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by battle except with other number monsters. Except with another number monster. So basically the whole point of this is it's a very anime-ish trap. It's a very kind of last resort anime-ish trap. You pay all your life points pretty much except for 10, which is just interesting, which also sets up the effect for number 39 Chaos Ray, because you got to have low life points. So this just pays it all off. You know, one of your hopes dies, you bring it back, you pay your life point, whatever, and then you special summon a Utopia monster from your deck, and then you could just add a random, not a random, but any card you want, right? Any card, yeah, place any card from your deck to your hand, so it searches anything out, puts it on the top of your deck for next turn if you survive that long. But this also works in synergy with another card, another spell card later on that I'm going to review, which allows you to, you know, draw a card from your deck. So you could use this card to place that card on the top of your deck, use that other card that we're going to get into to draw one card. And then on top of that, it gives it the whole cannot be destroyed by other numbers, which is an anime reference, because in the anime, number monsters can only be destroyed by other number monsters. So that's a really cool reference, and you know, it doubles the attack and prevents it from being destroyed by card effects. So it's really not a bad card, but it's a very last resort card. You're basically going all in for this, you know, because you're only going to have 10 life points. You can't take any damage that turn. You have to make sure you don't take any damage that turn, because you only have 10 life points. So it's a very last resort card, which is pretty cool for anime moments. Competitively, probably won't be great at all, but for an anime duel, it could be very interesting, especially for a script. So I'm looking forward to that. Alright, next up we're going to be talking about the spell cards. We have a lot of really busted, strong spell cards in my opinion. Really amazing. So the first one we're going to talk about is a spell card called ZEXAL Entrust. This is a normal spell card. Target one Utopia, ZEXAL weapon, or ZEXAL server monster in your graveyard. Either add it to your hand or special summon it. That's great. It's a monster reborn or a monster reincarnation. That's fantastic for any of your Hopes, ZEXAL weapons, or ZEXAL servers, so that's awesome. Then if your opponent's life points are at least 2,000 higher than yours, except the turn this was sent to the graveyard, you could banish this card from your graveyard, target one ZEXAL spell trap card in your graveyard, except this card to your hand. So so you could add that trap card because it's a ZEXAL card, and the rest of the cards also have ZEXAL in their name that I'm gonna review. But yeah, so this is really good because it basically is a monster reborn or monster reincarnation for Hope, which is great. It just brings back any of your Hopes or ZEXAL weapons or ZEXAL servers that you're going to need to go off your plate. So honestly, it's a very simple, straightforward card. I don't need to explain it too much. It's very straightforward. It's great, and it has a secondary recovery effect if your life points are lower, which you can be lower. And that trap card actually triggers all of these cards because it drops your life points to 1,000, so you'll definitely be lower than your opponent, and then all these cards can all trigger. So you know, definitely works with that too. But yeah, ZEXAL Entrust, very good card, very simple and straight to the point. I like it a lot, and the amazing artwork of Hope coming out of Astral's Astral ship, that's really cool. All right, next up we have ZEXAL Construction. Now I love this card. Look at the artwork for this card. This card is gorgeous. Obviously this is a reference to the duel against Vector when ZEXAL, or I should say Yuma and Astral, reconstructed limited bearings force and then purified it and transformed it into Numeron force. So this is a very cool reference. I love it so much. The artwork, the colors, everything's so good. Just the reference brings back so much awesome memories. But anyway, this is a normal spell card. Reveal one card in your hand, and if you do, add one ZEXAL weapon monster, ZEXAL server monster, or ZEXAL spell trap card, or rank up magic spell card, or rank down magic spell card from your deck to your hand. Then shuffle the revealed card into the deck. So this is great. It basically says, all right, take one card from your hand, add it back to your deck, and then add any one of your main card pieces that you need. ZEXAL weapon, ZEXAL server, ZEXAL spell trap, rank up or rank down. So you literally could add every key card in your entire deck with this one card. So that's why this card is great, because it just searches anything in the entire theme or archetype or whatever you want to call it into your hand, which is just gorgeous. It's fantastic. This card is amazing. Get rid of one of your bad cards to add a really amazing card that you need to finish your combo or whatever. This card's amazing. It's also simple and straight to the point, and it's perfect. Alright, next up we got Rank Up Magic ZEXAL Force, a new rank up magic for Yuma and Astral. That's great. Also, this artwork is really great because it's a reference to the logo, the ZEXAL logo, so I just love the fact that it has that X and everything for the ZEXAL logo onto the artwork. So that's a really cool reference, and I didn't expect that, and that's just a really awesome little fun fact. But yeah, really cool. This is a normal spell card. Target one Xyz monster you control, special summon from your extra deck one Utopia or ZEXAL weapon monster that is one rank higher than that monster you control by using it as material, and if you do, place one ZEXAL weapon or ZEXAL server monster from your deck on top of your deck. This is treated as an Xyz summons, and you transfer the materials. If your opponent's life points are at least 2,000 higher than yours, you can banish this card from your graveyard to draw one card. You can only use each of these effects once per turn. So this is what I was talking about. The second effect basically says that you could banish it from the graveyard to draw cards. So with the other trap card, you could add a card from your deck to the top of your deck, then banish this card from your graveyard to draw that card right away. I wish it just searched it. It would be better if it just searched it, but whatever. They work together, they combo well together. But yeah, this is great because it just allows you to rank up by one rank for any Utopia monster or Hope monster or ZEXAL weapon monster. So you could go into Leo Arms or one of the new ZEXAL weapon Xyz monsters that we're going to get into coming up next. But yeah, so this card is great. It's just a simple rank up and has a draw effect, which is fantastic. So there's nothing wrong with this, and it also allows you to rank up into your ZEXAL weapon, your rank 5 ZEXAL weapon. So that's fantastic, honestly. Nothing to complain about here. All right. So finally, we're going to get into the Xyz monsters. So for the Xyz monsters, we have a new Hope Xyz monster called Dragon Equipped Union Dragonic Hope Ray. So basically the TCG name of this card is going to be called Dragonic Utopia Ray, I think. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be called, Dragonic Utopia Ray. I just wanted to use the Japanese name because I like calling it Hope as opposed to Utopia. For me anyway. But anyway, this is a light Xyz warrior type monster, rank 5, 25 attack, 2000 defense. This card's name is always treated as number C39 Utopia Ray. The reason why is because some of the older ZEXAL weapons like Unicorn Spear and Phoenix Bow only equipped to Chaos number 39 Utopia Ray. So by giving it that name, that means that those monsters can now equip to him automatically. So that's really great. But yeah, so anyway, its effect is once per turn when this card is targeted for an attack or by a card effect, quick effect, that means during either player's turn, you can equip one ZEXAL weapon monster from your hand or deck to this card as if it were equipped by its own effect, which is great. I'll get into that. Once per turn, you can attach one Xyz material from this card to target face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of ZEXAL weapon monster cards equipped to this card, negate their effects. Two really strong effects. So the cool part about the first effect is it says if this card is targeted for an attack or by a card effect. It does not say opponent's card effect, which means if you target it with one of your own card effects, so a lot of the ZEXAL weapons have effects that say you can target, you know, a Utopia monster you control and then equip it. So because it's being targeted, you could equip the ZEXAL weapon from your hand, which is directly targeting it, and then you can equip another ZEXAL weapon from your hand or deck to that monster as well. So you could trigger it yourself. You don't have to wait for your opponent. So this is actually much better, much better, and it's a quick effect too. So that's really awesome. That's really good. And it says as if it were equipped by its own effect, because the way the rulings work for ZEXAL weapons is if it's equipped by a card effect, a different card effect, because I think Shining Draw, Shining Draw has an effect that equips as many ZEXAL weapons from your deck to the monster, but since it wasn't equipped by their own effects, I think they don't gain the power boost. Yeah, they don't gain the attack boost, but they gain the effects of them being equipped to the Utopia monster. But they don't gain the attack boost, the 1200 points, the 13 whatever, all that stuff. They don't gain the attack boost, but because this says as if it were equipped by its own effect, that means that the attack boost will also apply. So that's really fantastic. So it fixes that error that Shining Draw had, which is great. Then obviously the last effect is great because you could basically negate as many monster effects as you want up to the number of ZEXAL weapon monsters equipped to him. And since you're probably gonna have at least 2 or 3 equipped to him like almost instantly, especially if you build it the right way, the deck. So he's gonna at least negate 3 effects on the field, if not more, if not 5. Which is great. So that's just fantastic. But yeah, so that's Dragonic Hope Ray. He's a very cool card. I like it a lot. Gorgeous artwork, really beautiful. I just love it. It's very strong, very powerful. I can't wait to use it. And obviously the new rank up allows you to go into this card. But yeah, very good card. Let me know what you guys think of the new Hope Ray, Dragonic Hope Ray. Alright, next up we have the final card that was revealed in this set, which is an Xyz monster called ZEXAL Weapon Dragonic Halberd. So this is a Dark Xyz Dragon type monster, rank 5, 3000 attack, 1200 defense. It requires 2 level 5 monsters. Its effect reads, cannot attack directly. Once per turn, you can detach a material from this card to add a ZEXAL spell trap card from your deck to your hand. You can target one Utopia monster you control, equip this card you control to it as an equipped spell that gives it 3000 attack points. When the equipped monster destroys a monster by battle, you can special summon any number of ZEXAL weapon monster cards equipped to this card. So this card is really good. It's very basic. So basically you could search any ZEXAL spell trap card. So any of the new ZEXAL spell trap cards that we just talked about in this video, you could search any one of them out with this card, which is great. So it could allow you to, you know, search out your rank up or search out Entrust, which brings back your hope, and then you can equip this card to it, or you could bring, or you could add a construct, or you could add the trap card, and you know, do your whole shenanigans and all that stuff. But this is great, obviously. And then if it does kill a monster by battle, if this card is equipped to Hope and it kills, and Hope kills a monster by battle, you could special summon all the ZEXAL monsters that are equipped to him to go for some OTK plays. So very awesome. That is so cool that it does that, and I think it special summons itself too because it's equipped to it. But yeah, so that's really great. So obviously just a very, very powerful card. I'm glad there's another ZEXAL weapon Xyz monster other than Leo arms. So very good stuff. I'm so happy we got all this new ZEXAL support and Utopia support. But yeah, that's the new cards right there. I love these cards so much. I'm so happy that they actually made cards for Hope. I couldn't believe it. I know we got the Automatopoeia stuff, which is, you know, the go ga ga stuff, all that stuff, and all that stuff was great. All that stuff was very fair and balanced out, but this stuff is just busted. At least for character duels, it's gonna be super powerful, super consistent, super strong. Like Yuma's deck is probably gonna go to S tier with this instantly, because all these cards are amazing. None of them are really bad at all. All of them are either great, if not just absolutely amazing. Not completely broken, but just really, really powerful. So I'm very happy that this came out. I love all the references to the anime. I love just how powerful each card is, how they all work well together, all the strategies and stuff like that. Like, it's so good. The only one that's not so good is, I would say, probably the Trap card and Twin Pegasus. But even Twin Pegasus is still good. If you get your life points low enough, you can just special summon it. So if you play your cards right and you play your moves right, you could make that happen easily. But yeah, and the Trap card could force the life point difference change as well. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think of the Hope cards below. I'm super excited to use these cards. I already made these cards in Dueling Book, and I am excited to actually try them out and show you guys in a future stream, hopefully someday. So I can't wait to show you guys the cards in action, and I can't wait to use them. I'm so happy about this. I just want to... Like, I've been dying for new support, specifically for Hope and the ZEXAL weapons and the ZEXAL servers and you know, all the ZEXAL support is just amazing. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. God bless you guys. See you guys in the next video. Gotcha.